Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody is enjoying their Memorial Day. This is serious. Cowboy time here. Seriousness here. Memorial Day, remembering, celebrating the warriors of warriors, the armed services that fell overseas, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and the Middle East. Anybody that's ever died for this country, big salute to you and the families to these people, okay? That's what we're remembering today on Memorial Day. Big shout out to all you guys and all the families of these bravest individuals in the planet, okay? Now, the other thing that we're going to talk about here today, we're going to talk about a pretty interesting interview here that Coach Wade Wilson had here. And he gives us a little insight to what he thinks of Dak Prescott, the #2 quarterback Kellen Moore, and Tony Romo. Okay, so I'm going to provide a link here to the article here, that a full article that has the full interview here. But I just want to break down some of the main points here of the article that really interested me the most. So let's get right into it here. Let's kick it off here talking Tony Romo. Take a look at this slide here real quick. All right. On an emergency, Romo return being the plan on anyone's mind. And Coach Wilson says, you know, it's hard to say. Those conversations about Tony and what he is going to do. Is he going to Houston? Is he going to Denver? Is he going into broadcasting? They were way above my floor where I'm at. It's fun to speculate about that. If Dak were to go down in week 2, would Tony come back? I don't know the answer to that. I just don't know. Do I think he's capable of coming back and playing? Most definitely. Does he want to, or what is his commitment to the network? I don't know that. So it's just fun to think about, and it's fun water cooler topics to talk about, even without information to make a definitive answer on that. All right, so that's Wilson talking about Tony Romo possibly being the emergency #2 quarterback here in Dallas. Could it happen? Who knows? Probably not. You know, there's a lot of factors here that could happen here, but in his eyes, he thinks that he could most definitely come back and play quarterback for the Cowboys. So that's an interesting nugget there. What do you guys think? Do you think that is secretly the plan here? Romo is the #2 quarterback from the booth, or #3? What do you guys think about that? Okay. The other thing here that's interesting to me, he talks about obviously the #2 quarterback here that we have, Kellen Moore. Take a look at this slide here. All right, so talking about Kellen Moore, on what his thoughts are about Kellen Moore leading the team if necessary. Coach Wilson says, well, he was our #2 last year, and if you remember, so we felt comfortable last year. I think we feel comfortable this year. He has shown no signs of slowing down from the injury. He's a smart guy. He knows where to throw the ball. He'll throw it on time. He'll throw it with anticipation. He's been in the league a long time. He just hasn't played in a lot of games, so there's a comfort level there. I do think that we need to create competition for him, and that's at every position, but especially at the quarterback position. So because he hasn't played, if there's a veteran out there that we want to bring in and compete against him, I'd be all for it. But if not, I feel very comfortable about him going out there and playing. All right, so you heard it there from the man himself, Coach Wilson, the Cowboys quarterback coach. Okay, so I think this is a lot in the same line here with Scott Linehan, because we know this is Scott Linehan's boy, but you're getting the similar thing here from Coach Wilson, the quarterback's coach. So, you know, this isn't just something that is Coach Linehan's. This is something that, you know, some of the other coaches, they agree with him, okay? So we'll see what they do there. Obviously, they have Appleby and Rush there for developmental quarterbacks. They're not going to come in here and push more, I don't think. I really don't. So if they bring in a vet here at some point, maybe afterwards, maybe after roster cuts, maybe that's where we see a move. But as it is now, they feel comfortable with Kellen Moore at that position, okay? So another topic here that they talk about here, more praise for Dak Prescott, the Dak Knight. take a look at these. All right, this is pretty cool. I like these comments here. All right, so talking about Dak Prescott. What was your first impression of Dak Prescott? And then Coach Wilson. I get way too much credit. It's a collaborative effort. I just want to make sure everybody knows that. But I would say is that he kind of had the it factor. He was not intimidated by anything. Nothing was too big for him. Everything in Starksville, from the coaches to the staff to the trainers, we went downtown and had lunch. Everybody loved this guy. Like, what's wrong with him? Everybody loves him. There's got to be a dark side somewhere. But as we got him and got to know him, we brought him in and put him on the board in Dallas, and he passed every test. But really, just the it factor and the way he carried himself, his composure, all of his intangibles, and then he translated those to the field. All right, so very impressive. You know, we talked about this here in another video here where I had Gil Brandt's comments on Dak Prescott and the unique work ethic. I'll put a link here in the description if you missed that video there. But, I mean, it's just one good comment after another. And these aren't just, you know, being thrown out there casually. These are legit comments here from established guys. You know, Gil Brandt and obviously our quarterback coach here, Coach Wilson. They like this guy, okay? And it's like we said, he has the it factor. The it factor, that is it, right? You got to have it. You can have all these other intangibles, but if you don't have it, you're not going to last long in this league. And we've seen this league devour first-round picks, #1 overall quarterback picks, chew them up and spit them out like cheap bubble gum, okay? But 4th round, steal. Dak Prescott stepping in here, leader. He's getting it done, everybody. This guy just continues to impress, and he's made strides here in the offseason. We are going to see another level here of Prescott, another season here in Linehan's system. We're going to terrorize defenses, all right? We're going to get after these guys. The NFC East, they know it, all right? So let's talk about this other thing here that he talks about Dak Prescott. Check this slide out, too. On Dak's durability and his running ability. Well, we talked about smart running. That's what we talk about. Run and don't take big hits. He took a couple of big hits last year, and we're going to be selective when we ask him to run. But get what you can. My motto in the room is get what you can and get down. We value you too much, so get what you can get and get down and go from there. All right. Very good advice here. Smart advice from Coach Wilson. And it's true, Dak did take a couple of hits here. I do remember those. He took some hits where it didn't necessarily slide with his feet, but went head first. Took some hits there in the ribs. Got to be careful with that. We know what happened to RG knee. He was one of the worst guys with the ball running. Took gigantic hits, busted himself up left and right. We don't want that to happen to Dak. Dak is a lot smarter, more cerebral quarterback though. So I imagine that they're gonna get that cleaned up there as far as Dak Prescott running and getting out of the pocket and that kind of thing. All right, so that's it, guys. That's all we have here. Quiet weekend. We got OTAs coming up here, 30 and 31st, and then getting it here in June. So we should have some news here coming up again. It's an exciting time to be a Cowboys fan. A lot of anticipation, a lot of excitement around this team. All right, so let me know what you guys think about today's video here, about Coach Wilson's comments on the #2 quarterback there, Kellen Moore, Tony Romo, and his thoughts on Dak Prescott. All right, let me know what you guys think. All right, so I really appreciate all you guys. All right, just have a big shout out to you. I have something in the works here. We're coming up on 2,000 subscribers, so big shout out to you guys. Cannot do this without you. Every single one of you, all my subscribers, everybody that comments regularly, love all you guys. All right, so I got something special in the works for you guys here, a giveaway, but we'll get to that when we get to 2,000. But that's what we have right now, guys. All right, so we'll see you here tomorrow for the next video. Thanks, guys.